Well, guys, in this video, we will be discussing more examples in thermodynamics, okay? So, in example number one, you place a small piece of ice in your mouth. Eventually, the water all converts from ice at T132 degrees Fahrenheit to body temperature T2. This is T2, sorry. Okay, 98.60 degrees Fahrenheit. Express these temperatures in both Celsius degrees and Kelvins. Okay. So, we all know dito, ang delta C is also delta K, di ba? Okay. So, first, let's convert 32 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay. And then, let's convert it sa Kelvin. Okay. So, eto muna. So, di ba meron tayong formula para hindi na natin i-memorize yung formula ng Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. Meron tayong interpolation formula na X freezing point uh, boiling point freezing point ng X boiling point ng X freezing point ng X is equals to Y minus freezing point Y. Okay? Boiling point Y minus freezing point Y. Okay. So, Fahrenheit muna tayo. Let's proceed. Let's say degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. X degrees. Kunin na lang natin yung formula. X degrees Fahrenheit minus. Ang freezing point ng Fahrenheit is freezing point 32. Okay, 32. 32. Okay. Ang boiling point niya is 212. 212 minus 32 is equals to Y degrees Celsius minus freezing point ng Celsius is Celsius freezing point 0 and then boiling point niya is 100. Okay. 0, 100 minus 0. Okay. So, X, ang hinahanap natin is Celsius degree. So, Y degrees Celsius. Okay. Wait lang. X degrees F minus 32. 212 minus 32 is 212 minus 32 is equivalent to 180. Okay. And then Y degrees Celsius over 100. Ang hinahanap natin is Y degrees Celsius. So, Y degrees Celsius equals to 100 over 180 X degrees F minus 32. Okay? So, 100 over 180 is 5 over 9. Okay, Y degrees Celsius equals to 5 over 9 X degrees F minus 32. So, ito yung formula. Salpak na lang natin yung degrees F. So, Y degrees Celsius is 5 over 9 times 32 minus 32. Okay. So, this is equivalent sa T1. T1 is equivalent to 0 degrees Celsius. And then, yung isa, Y degrees Celsius is 5 over 9. 98.60 minus 32 is 5 over 9. 98.6 minus 32 is 37. Okay, T2 is equals to 37.00 degrees Celsius. Okay, so now, pag i-convert naman natin from degrees Celsius to Kelvin, or try na lang natin na degrees F to Kelvin. Okay, degrees F to Kelvin. So, ulit, X degrees F minus 32 212 minus 32. Okay? So, palitan lang natin to ng Kelvin. Ang Kelvin, okay, 273 tsaka 373. Y degrees Kelvin is 273. 373 minus 273. Alright? Tama ba? Check natin ulit. 27. Okay. Okay. Sige. So, uh, this is y degrees Kelvin minus 273 over 100. X degrees F minus 32 over 180. So, ang hinahanap natin ito. Okay. Y degrees Kelvin minus 273. 100 over 180. X degrees F minus 32. Okay. And then, lipat natin sa kabila. So, Y degrees Kelvin is equals to 5 over 9 x degrees F minus 32 plus 273. Okay. So, kung mapapansin nyo guys, okay, kung mapapansin nyo, pares lang ng formula from here, nag-add lang tayo ng 273. So, ang gawin na lang natin is i-add na lang natin ito ng 273. Yung T1 natin, T1 is 0 degrees Celsius. That is equivalent also to 273 Kelvin. Ang T2 natin na 30, what? 37.00 degrees Celsius. That is plus 273 is 310 Kelvin. Okay. So, ayan. And then, ano na susunod? Find delta T in both cases. Okay. Find delta T. 310 minus 273. T2 minus T1 ha. Ang delta T natin is 37 degrees Celsius. Okay? Or, equivalent din siya sa 37 Kelvin. Parehasa. Ang delta C at delta T ay delta K is the same. Okay? So, let's proceed to the next example. A camper pours 0.3 kilogram of coffee initially in a pot at 70 degrees Celsius into a 0.12 kilogram aluminum cup initially at 20 degrees Celsius. What is the equilibrium temperature? Assume that coffee has the same specific heat as water and that no heat is exchanged with the surrounding. Okay. What is the equilibrium temperature? Assume that coffee has the same specific heat as water and that no heat is exchanged with the surroundings. A camper pours initially in a pot at 70 degrees Celsius. Okay. So, 'di ba sa thermal equilibrium, kung ano yung halimbawa pinagtabi mo yung material A to material B, pag pinagtabi mo sila, magta-transfer sila ng heat hanggang mag-maintain sila sa isang temperature, 'di ba? So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung dinagdag ni QA, yun din ang ibabawas ni QB. Okay? So, equal sila dapat. So, meron tayo dito Q ng coffee na nilagay sa Q ng aluminum. Okay? So, M, C ng coffee, delta T is equivalent na M, C ng aluminum, okay, delta T. At ang delta T nila is kung ano yung kasi syempre mas malamig yung mas malamig yung aluminum cup. So, pag ang mainit nilagay mo sa malamig, iinit ng konti yung cup, lalamig ng konti yung coffee. Okay? So, ang mangyayari is M ng coffee is 0.300 kilogram. sabi niya, ang specific heat ng coffee ay 4.19 katulad ng specific heat ng water. Okay. Okay. And then, dahil mainit siya, lalamig siya. Okay? So, ang mangyayari dito is, ah, dahil lalamig siya, magiging negative yung change ng temperature. Ito ay magiging T2 at ang T1 niya is 70.0 degrees Celsius. Okay? Equals. Dito naman sa kabila, ang M ng aluminum cup is 0.120 kilogram. Okay? At ang specific heat ng aluminum, hanapin natin. Specific heat ng aluminum. Hanapin natin. Ang specific heat ng aluminum, ayan. Aluminum is 0.9. Okay, 0.9. Tama ba? Okay, 0.9. Okay, 0.9 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Okay, saan natin yun nakuha? Dun sa table. Hanapin ulit natin yung table. Ito. 0.91 pala. And then, dahil yung ito yung aluminum. Dahil mas malamig siya, ito ay uminit. So, positive change of temperature na siya. Okay. So, pag in-equate natin yan, ang T2 na makukuha natin is negative 0.3 times 4.19 times alpha x minus 70. Okay. Solve 0.12 times 0.91 times alpha x minus 20. Shift solve. Okay, 66. 66.0 degrees Celsius. Okay. Yan yung temperature ng coffee or thermal equilibrium nila. Okay? So, sa example 3 naman, a glass contains 0.25 kg of Omni-Cola, mostly water, initially at 25 degrees Celsius. How much ice initially at negative 20 degrees Celsius must you add to obtain a final temperature of 0 degrees Celsius with all the ice melted? Ignore the heat capacity of the glass. Okay. A glass contains 0.25 kg of Omni-Cola, initially at 25 degrees. So, ang gusto niya is from 25 maging 0 degrees yung Omni-Cola. Okay? So, ignore the how much mass of ice. With all the ice melted. Okay, with all the ice melted. Okay, so, ito yung Q ng Omnicola. Okay, equals dun sa Q ng ice. Okay, so, Q with ice. Okay, so 0.25 at specific heat is 4.19 kasi mostly water siya. Kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Ang gusto niya is from 25 maging 0. So, 0 minus 25 degrees Celsius, okay, equals how many ice? M, okay. Ang C ng ice is, ang C specific heat ng ice is this one, okay, 0. Ay, 2.1, okay, 2.1 kilojoule per kilogram. Tama ba? Yeah, 2.1 kilojoule per kilogram. Negative 20, ay sorry, 0 minus negative 20, okay. Ito pa yung may change in temp at saka yung nag-phase change kasi sabi ice melted plus M, okay. And then ang fusion, okay, ang L, ayan, is 3.34 times 10 raised to 5 joule, okay, per kilogram. 3 point, sige nga, divide natin para maging kilo. 3.34 raised to 5 divided by 1,000. This is 334, I think. Yeah, 334 kilojoule per kilogram. Ayan. This is Kelvin. Okay. So, how many mass of ice? So, ganyan yung working equation natin. Okay. So, this would be 0.25. Ay, sorry. 25 times 4.19, 0 minus 25. Tama ba? Okay, so dahil lumamig ito, dapat ito ay may negative. Okay, dahil lumamig ito ha, negative. Negative siya kasi heat loss eh, 'di ba? Lumamig siya. So, negative to dapat. Negative, okay. And then, alpha x 2.10 minus negative 20 plus alpha x times 334. Shift solve. Okay. So, ang mass ng ice na dapat nandoon is equivalent sa okay, sa 0.06. Okay. Ang mass ng ice dapat ay 0.0696 kilogram or gawin natin siyang grams. 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. Okay. Multiply natin to ng 1,000. Okay, that would be equivalent to 70 grams. Okay, so that's it. That's how you answer example number 3. Okay, so sa example number 4 naman, a hot copper pot of mass 2 kilogram including its copper lid is at a temperature of 150 degrees Celsius. You pour zero point 0.10 kilogram of cool water at 25 degrees Celsius into the pot, then quickly replace the lid so no steam can escape. Find the final temperature of the pot and its content and determine the phase of the water, liquid, gas, or a mixture. Assume that no heat is lost to the surrounding. Find the final temperature of the pot and its contents and determine the phase of the water. Okay, sige, sige. So, ang gagawin natin is, sabi niya meron tayong hot copper pot of mass temperature of 150. Okay, so, ito yung copper and then ito yung cool water. Okay, yan. Now, okay, okay. So, now, meron tayong MC ng copper and then delta T equals Q ng cool water. Okay. So, um, M is 2 kilogram. Okay. And then, si copper is ang specific heat ng copper sa na specific heat ng copper ayan, copper is 0.39. Okay, 0.39. 0.39. And then, ang delta T niya is uh, from 150, lalamig siya ng konti. Diba? Okay. Lalamig siya ng konti. Okay. Sige. So, ito negative kasi lalamig siya. Ngayon, equate natin siya sa cool water. Sa cool water, dahil 150 degrees Celsius ito, may tendency na mag-vaporize yung or magkaroon ng gas, 'di ba? Kasi at 100 degrees Celsius is nagbo-boil na si water. So kailangan meron tayong M, C, delta T at saka M, L, V yung fusion, okay? So tama ba? Um, wait lang. Okay. MC delta T ng cool water lang pala muna. Okay. So, ang mass ng cool water is 0.10 kilogram. Okay. And then C is 4.19 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Okay. And then, delta T, which is, iinit siya ng konti. T minus 25. Okay? So, ang temperature natin is negative 2 times, ay sorry, tama, 0.39 alpha x minus 150 K, then 0.10 times 4.19 alpha x minus 25. Okay, titingnan natin kung hanggang anong temperature siya. Ayan. Okay, so ang temperature niya, final temperature niya is 106 degrees Celsius. Dahil 106 degrees Celsius yan. Okay, sabi niya final and its contents. Okay, dahil 106 degrees Celsius yan, ibig sabihin, meron ng steam. Okay, kasi at 100 degrees Celsius, magiging boiling na yung water. So, anong gagawin natin? I-equate natin ngayon kung uh, ilan yung uh, gas na na-produce, okay? So, okay, negative 2, yung heat isolve natin. Ang heat is 0.39106 minus 150. Okay, so roughly, ang heat na kailangan natin is 34.32 kilojoule. Okay, and then, kunin na natin yung contents. Okay, meron tayong 0.10 kilogram, 4.19 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin, tapos naging 100 minus 25, okay, plus ilan kaya yung nagmelt, 0.10, I mean nag-vaporize, 4.19 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Okay. Plus, okay, 0.10 times 4, ay, tama, 4.19. Ang steam, teka lang kunin natin yung specific heat ng steam. Specific heat ng steam okay, doon na lang tayo sa nag-boil. Okay, hindi na kailangan to. So, yan. 34.32, yan yung yung fraction na nag-boil. So, 0.10 times 4.19 times 100 minus 25 Okay. Okay. Equate natin to do sa 100 Celsius lang ng copper. Okay, wait lang. 100 degrees Celsius ng copper. This is 0. Teka nga. Negative 0. Negative 2.0. Oops. 0.39. 0.39. 100 minus 150. Okay. So, 0.10 times 4.19 times 100 minus 25 plus yung fraction ng ah, steam na na-produce. Okay. 4.19. And then, negative 2, 0.39, 100 minus 150. Shift solve. 18.07. Tama ba? Ay, wala yung LV. Ay, mali to. This is LV, sorry. Not 4.19. Ang LV natin is, ang latent heat of fusion natin is, nasa na ba? LC, ayan, yung kabila. LV is 225. Okay, 225. Gawin natin kilojoule. 2.256 exponent 6 divided by 1,000. 2256, sorry. 0.10. Okay. So, palitan natin to. Sorry. 0.10, 4.19 times 100 minus 25. Okay. Plus, guys, kaya pinalitan natin to kasi dapat ito ay MLV. Okay? Plus, alpha x. Kasi nagkaroon siya ng phase change. Pag may phase change, ang gagamitin nyo is latent heat of fusion. Kasi, diba yun yung tinatawag na latent heat. Yung walang change of temperature pero merong phase change. Yung may change of temperature, yun yung specific heat. Okay? I mean, yeah, specific heat. So, shift solve. Ay, sorry. Parang mali na naman. This is 150 dapat. Ano ba yan? Saan ba galing yung 39? 150. Shift solve. Okay. So, ang x natin is 0.0335. Okay. Yan yung fraction ng mass of steam. So, ita times natin yan sa 0.10 kilogram. Okay. Times natin ng 0.10. Okay. So, merong uh, 0.00336 kilogram na steam, or pag ginawa natin siyang gram, times natin sa 1,000, meron tayong 3.35 grams ng steam na na-produce. Okay? So, that is how you answer example number 4. And then, let's proceed to 5. In a particular clamp stove, only 30% of the energy released in burning gasoline goes to the heating water in a pot on the stove. How much gasoline must we burn to heat 1 liter of water from 20 degrees to 100 degrees and boil away 0.25 kilogram of it? Okay. Sabi niya, 30% lang nung energy release in burning gasoline goes to the heating the water in a pot on the stove. How much gasoline? Okay. Okay. Meron tayong 1 kilogram of water. Okay. Kailangan mo muna equate yung Q water dun sa Q ng pot stove. Okay. Pot stove. Okay. So, ang Q ng pot stove ay equivalent sa 30% ng Q ng gasoline. Okay, ganyan siya. So, computein muna natin yung Q ng water. So, kasi equivalent siya sa Q ng pot stove. So, Q ng pot stove ay equivalent sa Q ng water na M C C ng water delta T. Tapos, sabi niya boil away. So, M ng steam tsaka LV. Okay? So, ang M ng water ay 1 kilogram. And then, specific heat is 4.19 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. 100 minus 20 plus 0.25 doon is na-convert. So, 2 to, ano na yung LV? 225, 2256. 2256. Ayan. So, compute natin para makuha natin yung stove 1. 4.19 100 minus 20, okay, plus 0.25 times 2256. So, meron tayong 899.2. Q ng pot stove ay 899.2. Ngayon, equivalent daw yan sa 0.30% ng Q ng gasoline. Okay? Ang Q ng gasoline ay equivalent sa MLC. Okay? So, ang 0.30, ang hinahanap natin is yung mass ng gasoline. How much gasoline? Okay? At ang LC ay equivalent, kung hahanapin natin dito, equivalent siya dito. Wait, hanapin natin. 4.6, 46,000, 46 kilojoule. Tama ba? Okay. 4.6 exponent 7 divided by 1,000 para maging kilojoule per kilogram. 46,000. Okay. 46,000 kilojoule. Okay. 46,000 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay. 899.2 kilojoule. So, 899.2 is equivalent sa 30% ng 46,000. Okay. Alpha X. Ilang gasoline ang kailangan i-burn? Okay. kailangan mag-burn ng 0.0665 kilogram or ilang grams ito times 1,000. 65 grams. 65 grams ng burning gasoline. Okay? So, that is how you answer example number 5. Thank you very much for watching.